Is it possible to be a movie star and raise a family the normal way? For Angie Harmon, it is, and her oldest daughter, Finley Faith, is a prime example of the good that can come of it. Angie Harmon and her ex-husband, NFL alum Jason Sehorn, have 3 daughters: Finley Faith, Avery Grace, and Emery Hope. The eldest, Finley, arrived on October 14, 2003, and her birth would be the start of the model-turned-actor's journey into motherhood, an experience that has forever changed her world. Harmon told AARP in 2022, "I had a job and career, but then I became a mom, and that became my top priority. After Rizzoli and Isles ended in 2016, I told the girls I wouldn't work on a show that took me away from them like that, and I haven't." In an effort to give their kids a normal childhood, Angie and Jason left Los Angeles for Charlotte, North Carolina. The actor praised the slower way of life, which includes letting her girls feed geese in their yard and ride their bikes. Sometimes they even catch frogs.
He wants out.
She described the differences between her old and new neighborhoods to Good Housekeeping. There's a church on every corner, as opposed to just a Starbucks. The people are just a little nicer, more real. The decision to relocate her family was not easy, but it was the right one, since growing up in a down-to-earth place seemingly helped them avoid the coarseness that can develop in people who only know city life. Harmon told Charlotte magazine about her daughters in 2023. "They're smart, brutally intelligent, and wickedly funny, but they're not hard. There's still a softness to them." It goes without saying, then, that kindness is always key in Finley's family. What's more, her mom wanted her and her sisters to recognize just how fortunate they are from a young age. Harmon told Good Housekeeping, "I was yanking on the girls to give up their old toys and telling them to think about the little ones who don't have anything, but they just didn't understand at all. So I decided to show them pictures of poor children in other countries, and now they get it. We all take big bags of toys to Goodwill." She's also made a point of teaching her girls to be considerate of others. She said, "They need to know that everybody needs to be respected. There is no one on this planet who's better than they are, and they aren't better than anybody else." She delved into this topic with Charlotte magazine as well, saying, "I was able to teach my girls that mean girl behavior is hurtful and only showcases the insecurity of the person who's talking, as opposed to the fault of the person they're talking about."
Shut up. Shut up.
As someone whose career as a model and actor took off in the 90s, Harmon is certainly no stranger to problematic conversations about size, weight, and overall physical appearance. But while raising Finley and her other daughters, Harmon has been careful with the words she uses. She told Charlotte magazine, "When the girls were little, we never said words like skinny or fat. We always said healthy or in shape. Putting these ideas into practice was not always so simple." Harmon told Spry Living, "For a while there with the girls, it was all about the skinny fat thing, but I had to explain to them that's not what it's about. It's about having your body be the best it can be. It's about being strong." In the aforementioned chat with Charlotte magazine, Harmon acknowledged that social media has made all of this even more tricky. She said, "Now that they're older, it's TikTok and everyone's in bikinis and twerking. That's been a tough one. Letting them know they don't need to get validation from pictures or images you post of yourself out there." If there's one thing we can take away from Angie Harmon's Instagram, it's that she and Finley have a close bond. In August 2023, Harmon shared that she and her eldest daughter took a cross-country road trip with stops in Louisiana and Texas. Harmon posted the photos on Instagram and shared some highlights from their adventure. She wrote, "I love Louisiana. The food, the people, and the food." Finley's all grown up, and her relationship with her mom has grown too. Harmon told Smashing Interviews, "Since she's the oldest, she understands more about me now as a person. She helps in the kitchen and helps around the house. She does her own laundry and all these things that in the beginning she said, 'Oh, mom will do it.'" In addition to having a respectful relationship, Harmon and Finley also have similar interests. In a 2022 interview with Parade, the veteran actor dished that she and Finley share a love of gardening. She shared, "She comes out and plants and trims the roses and stuff with me. Even she finds it therapeutic." It shouldn't come as a surprise that Angie Harmon's kids are sporty. After all, their father is a former professional athlete. Harmon told Spry Living in 2013, "We hike, we bike ride, sometimes the girls ride bikes and we run with them. I can't figure out if that's the smartest or the dumbest thing I've ever come up with." By all accounts, when it comes to sports, Finley sure seems to be in her little sister's corner. In December 2021, for example, Harmon shared a pic on Instagram of both of Emery's older siblings supporting her at a soccer match. Of course, that sisterly support isn't limited to the soccer field. Harmon has also posted a number of pics of Finley celebrating Emery and Avery's birthdays and other life moments. While Finley sure seems to have a loving bond with her little sisters, Harmon has acknowledged that the three siblings can go from besties to enemies in the blink of an eye, something that anyone with siblings definitely understands. This isn't the case with Harmon, though. She told Fox News, "I'm an only child, so the whole fighting thing, I don't understand one bit. I'll pick up the older two from school, the baby's home. They'll hug each other for about 20 seconds, and then it becomes bickering and crying and complaining." In 2022, Finley celebrated a special milestone. She graduated from high school. Her mom was obviously thrilled to celebrate the achievement. She posted several photos of the day on Instagram, showing Finley wearing a graduation gown and cap. In the caption, she congratulated her daughter and commended her for being a bright star. She added, "We are all so immensely proud of you and all that you have done and who you have grown to be. Love you more than anything and everything." After graduating from high school, Finley headed to the University of Arizona in fall of 2022. And when Harmon helped her settle into her first apartment in Tucson in 2023, it was a memorable and emotional moment for both of them.
I'm so happy, so excited.
Having Finley away from home is something that Angie is still getting used to. She shared a snap of herself and Finley saying goodbye at the airport, and in the caption, discussed how she was looking forward to her coming home again. She wrote, "Very thankful to have had my girls together for Thanksgiving. Only a couple more weeks until she'll be home for Christmas."